Up until now, I have shown you guys 4 enemy types in my retro anime samurai game. First, the kamikaze swordsmen that charge at you mindlessly. Second, the dashing swordsmen who dash at you. Third, the archers who shoot arrows at you. And fourth, the blocking swordsmen, who you must strike at twice in quick succession because they will always parry your first attack. And today, I am excited to show you the remaining 5 new enemies that I have added to the game. But before I dive into that, here's a little context for how I simplified the gameplay before designing them. You see, in the bottom left corner you have these energy counters, and the idea is that you use them every time you dash. If you kill a guy, it refills instantly, but if you miss, you have to wait for it to recharge. And as you progressed through the game, you'd unlock additional energy counters, and I would design the later enemies around how many energy counters you have so that you're always being forced to make use of them. But this didn't work as well as I imagined it would. I spent a lot of time going back and forth on what kinds of actions should or shouldn't refill your energy when you dash, like kicking an object, breaking through a projectile, and so on, and I found that as I started adding additional energy counters and trying to design enemies around those, it got complicated and confusing. Even with just 2, you had to start doing a bunch of math in your head trying to track how much energy you'd have after each move. But then I remembered that one of my original design philosophies was to keep the game as simple as possible, and it hit me that I could fix all the problems by keeping just a single energy counter for the entire game, and restore energy on every single action no matter what, as long as you did something during the dash. So a kill, a parry, a deflection of a projectile, kicking an object, no matter what, as long as you did something during the dash, you'll get the energy back. Not only does this simplify everything, it also opens up more options for how you can approach a fight, since you can string together any actions you want in any order. So with this new design in place, I came up with 5 new enemy types to fill out the rest of the game and put your samurai skills to the test. Number 1, the Vanishers. They'll disappear then reappear somewhere around you, so you gotta keep an eye out for them. Number 2, the Dashing Gunmen. These guys fire a bullet at you, dash away, then shoot again. If you're good enough, you can deflect their bullets back at them. Number 3, the Blockers. These guys are skilled swordsmen, and as long as they have their guard up, they'll parry your every move. So the key is to catch them when they're off guard and sprinting at you. Number 4, the Long Distance Dashers. They wind up their attack and can dash quickly at you from almost anywhere, so you gotta be ready to parry them and then finish them off while they're recovering. And number 5, the Earthbending Archers. They alternate between kicking blocks and firing arrows. You'll have to dodge the blocks, then cut through their arrows, or chase them down when they're running away. And now, to put them all together.
Pretty good.
And next week, I'm going to be showing off the first piece of environment art that we're going to have for the game's opening tutorial level. Here's a 0.5 second long preview. Real excited about that. And I'll also be adding a couple of new environmental hazards and working on the game's final 2 boss fights. And just so you know, earlier this week, I was sick. Sick as a dog. It felt a lot like the first time I got COVID, actually. But you know what? I sat my ass down in this chair every single day and got some work done, because I am a fucking machine. But I decided to at least cut myself a little bit of slack, and I did not do the extra entertainment part of my video this week as I normally do, so sorry about that, but don't worry, I got some sick stuff planned for next week. That's it for this week. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe for regular updates on the game, and I'll see all you homeboys and homegirls here again next week. Peace.